Now let's get into some advanced rudimental things. We're going to look at the grid. Now the grid is really nothing more than a mathematical formula where you take each part of a rudiment and you accent it one at a time, so you change where it's naturally accented. So people have been doing this for a long time with languages, where you change the accent and therefore the meaning of the sentence kind of changes. For instance, I went to the store. 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 So each one of those has a slightly different meaning just by changing the emphasis. So here with the rudiments, let's say we have a flam drag. You'd have chut, dig a dit, because there are three partials normally. Now if we move the accent to the second beat, we have chut, dig a dit, or to the third, chut, dig a dot. So by doing that, you can play totally different things based on the same rudiment, but they feel different in your hands, they sound different, and they have a different overall effect. Now when drummers talk about the grid, they generally go right to the exercise 4-2-1. Now I believe this is Tom Flo's contribution to the drumming community, and basically, say you have a rudiment with three partials, you'll play it with the accent on the first partial 4 times, then 4 times with the accent on the second partial, 4 times with the accent on the third. Then you do the same thing, but 2 of each, repeat it, and then 1 of each, and you do that 4 times. So basically, if you count triplets, you have triplet, 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 trip. Now it's very important that you're able to keep that downbeat orientation, so musically you know where you are and you're attached to a pulse. Now when we drum rudiments like that, not only does the sound we're making change, but the muscles we need and techniques we need to play it changes, so it becomes very interesting. So let me just real quick, I'll demonstrate a flam accent with the 4-2-1 grid. Now a lot of people rely on that 4-2-1 system to get through these things, but I think it's very important that you can start with an accent in the downbeat and then move the rudiment through too, so it's kind of a displacement. And really that's another way of gridding. You can keep the accent in the downbeat and then move the rudiment through, kind of like you invert it so that the flam, instead of being on 1, starts on 2 or on 3. So I made up an exercise called Frederick's in rudimental logic where I do exactly that with the most popular shopping spree rudiments like flam drag, cheese, flam 5, cha-cha, and cheese cha-cha. So that's going to look like this. Flam accent, check. Flam accent on 1, check. Now on 2, check. And on 3, etc. So now that we've learned all those rudiments starting in different places, we can go back to that 4-2-1 and actually run rudiments through it starting on different spots. So to demonstrate that, I'll do a flam 5 4-2-1 grid, and the first time I'll play the flam 5 on the downbeat, sounds like this. Second time I'll move the flam 5 so that the flam starts on the second beat with the accent staying on 1. Third time I'll move it again so that the flam is going to be on the third beat and it'll start like. So here's 4-2-1 flam 5 starting on 1 and then starting on 2 and then starting on 3. On 2. and on 3. So you can see these things can get pretty complex. I recommend you start with simple rudiments without flams to get the concept of gridding. Really watch your stick heights and perfect the techniques used on each different part of the grid. So if you do this, you'll find that any given rudiment will actually have almost 3 or more new rudiments coming out of it, just because of the different sounds and different ways it feels, and the challenge technically to get through these things. So take all the rudiments you know and have fun with the grid. Here's a bonus exercise from Rudimental Logic called Mean Flams 8.0625. This one's actually more of an etude. I'm putting it in the grid chapter because as you 4-2-1 grid a lot of flam rudiments, you'll realize that you're playing a lot of accents, flams, and diddles in weird places. And this exercise basically puts them all together in a really scrambled up, weird order. So it's one of those, it's a challenge, and if you can play this, then you're probably not going to run into many flam things that you're not ready for. So I'll give it a shot. It goes like this. The police are coming. We have to stop immediately. This may be very, very dangerous. This may be what you read about in novels. Russian novels. The bird needs to die.